Well, it's day 15. It is really, really windy. The van is just bouncing around all over the place. We stopped at this really cool wood-fired, excuse me, bakehouse, and it's an honesty box, and some of the bread in there is still hot. So we got some white bread rolls and some sticky fruit buns. So looking forward to having those. We might sit here for a while and hopefully that the winds die down a bit. Well, it's so windy. We've just actually staying here beside the wood-fired bread place, hoping the wind will die down. It's so blustery, it's too dangerous to actually take the van out. Neil's gone for a walk and to a little cemetery that you can see up there, and I'm sitting here reading a book.
So this is the walkway up to the little grave site here, Catholic grave site, and these trees, I believe they're olive trees, and olive trees because there was a fella here, George North, Greek name, changed it to North, and did a lot of good for this area, and so this is a commemorative way of memorizing him by putting these olive trees coming up. And you can, there is black tubing watering them, so that's good. So we'll see what's at the top. It's very blowy still, but here's the grave sites. The gate's sort of wired shut, so I'm not going to go in. This is the corner of the Catholic Church, and as you can see, it appears that on the way to Bethlehem, the three wise men were provided beverages.
So this is Mark from the Colton Bakehouse.
Yeah. My new mate Mark, and this is his bakehouse.
And bloody good bread.
That's great bread, yeah.
He had his sticky bun already. Okay, alrighty.
So according to the baker Mark, this used to be a pub down here where these things are. You can see the old well there.
Oh, so they are flowers of sort of a cactusy.
Guavia or something. And then down in here where these low shrubs are was a saddlery. There was well, they were living in the old schoolhouse and then the church. So it was a full-on town, and sort of died out in the 1950s when the farming got bad. So here's another big rake.
These are Murphy's haystacks, and they're called haystacks because a traveler mistook them for haystacks on Murphy's farm. Pretty cool rock formations. How bizarre. So the story here goes that they acquired their name from a Scottish agricultural expert who advocated that to produce good hay, farmers should harrow their land for the best results. While traveling with the coach, he noticed the rock formations in the distance and informed the coach driver and the passengers that this farmer harrowed his land to produce so much hay and fodder. And from then on, the passing coachman described them as haystacks to their passengers. They're technically inselbergs, a hill that looks like a rocky island rising sharply from the sea. And they're formed by the uneven weathering of a crystalline rock. And they've been sculpted from beautiful pink Hiltaba granite, which is some 1,500 million years old. Their present form was probably established by at least 100,000 years ago. Cool. There's oodles of them.
Oodles.
Oodles and oodles.
Down there's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of them down there.
They're almost a little bit eerie. Wow. we checked out the Streaky Bay RV park, and for 15 bucks a night there weren't even any toilets, and it was just a big open dust bowl. So we decided to give that a miss, and we've just gone through the little town of Streaky Bay. It looks like a lovely little town, like most of them do, but we decided to head on to Ceduna and get the caravan park for 2 nights instead of 1 night. That's the start of the Nullarbor Desert, plain, whichever you want to call it, and that'll give me a chance to get some laundry done and for us to stock up on everything. Frank and Jody have a sense of humor. So here we are at, excuse me, the Foreshore Caravan Park at Ceduna. We'll be here for the next 2 nights. We've got our laundry done, and Neil's just gone off for a swim and a shower, and I'll be doing the same shortly. Well, Mr. Manson, today's summary.
Today's summary. We left Walker Rocks campground this morning, and okay, but for the amount of money you spent, I don't know. So we went down the highway towards, we were going to go to Streaky Bay. Bloody windy. It felt like the van was skating around, and so we went down about 20 k's or so and ended up at this great little roadside bakery, honor system, and they've got buns and bread and blah blah blah. So we pulled in there, got some stuff, and then
at the Colton Bakery.
Colton Bakery.
Yeah.
And I just thought, no, it's just too dangerous. So.
And can I interrupt?
You will.
But the Colton Bakery, you think, oh, a little bakery. It's not. It's just a little roadside stand. You pull up, and it has a bit of a stone face, and it's an honesty box, which is really quite cool.
Yeah.
And the bread and the buns, etc., are just sitting there, and they're still warm.
Yeah. Charlotte said she felt her buns were warm.
Oh, there you go.
It's crazy. I know. It's crazy.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So I thought, no, it's just a bit too dangerous. So we just thought, let's sit here. So I had one of the sticky buns, which is great. And then I went down the road, looked at the old church, blah, 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 saw the cemetery, and then came back, got my camera, and went and took some video and some pictures, which you'll see later on. And then we met Mark, who's the co-owner of the thing. Really, really cool guy. His friend comes from 100 Mile House near Kamloops. So, yeah, we had a chat, which is good. And then we headed down the road, and then we popped into Streaky Bay.
Yeah, because we were going to stay at Streaky Bay tonight. Mm-hmm. But when we got in there and we went to the RV park, it was just like a big dust bowl.
Yeah, it was. So we thought, it was 15 bucks a night, mind you.
And no toilets, no anything.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. We're thinking, oh, okay, let's go down the road. So then we thought, well, why don't we go to Ceduna and have 2 nights there where we can have a shower, clean the Never Nevers, and get really comfy. So on the way, we went to Murphy's Haystacks. Absolutely brilliant. We got lots of pictures and video and stuff like that. Fantastic.
Made me think in some ways of Hanging Rock.
Yes. No picnic, but yeah, same thing. And so after that, we motored down the road. The wind started to die down, which is nice. So it's about 12 to 2 or 3 o'clock. The winds are not so bad, and then it picks up again. So then we got into the caravan park here in Ceduna, and we had an opportunity to get a water view site, which was lovely. Very sort of, for me, very tight getting in. So Jody's husband backed us in. Fantastic.
A brilliant caravan park. Like, the amenities are beautiful.
Oh, sensational.
It's a really nice park. Really impressed with it.
Yeah. And so we just looked back out onto the water, which was...
And it's only a 100-meter walk to the grog shop.
That way. Yeah. So that was basically our day. We just came down here. So we're going to have 2 nights here, and then we're going to gear up and then head across the Nullarbor. And
I did a couple of loads of laundry. We have a washing machine in the van, which works great, but we discovered it uses about 947 million gallons of water. So the only time we can actually use it is in a caravan park.
Probably best in the caravan park.
Yeah, so we're just doing our wash here, and tomorrow we'll just be moseying around here
I
and
want to
checking
get
things
some
out.
oysters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yawning.
Yep, it's Betty Bye time.
Big dog has spoken.
And
Bark.
yeah, so not a lot. We didn't stop into a lot of the side roads along the way, and it sounds a little sad, but we're getting almost over.
It's like the cathedrals and the churches and things in Europe. The first 2 or 3, wow! And after about 30, you're going, oh.
But everywhere you turn into,
it's all beautiful.
It's all beautiful. It's stunning.
And when you're towing a caravan and you're going along 7 kilometers of corrugated road to get to a lookout that you've seen before, you're going to see after, and you got 7 Ks back to the road, you're thinking,
just going, maybe
do I
not.
want to do that?
No.
I don't know.
No. Anyway,
all right,
that's it for today.
that's all, folks.